What's going on, guys and gals? Figured I'd do a little video here, show you some progress on the bus. Got the windows on this side in, and got the vent glass back in. This is not a fun job to do. The rubbers, replace the vent glass rubber, the outer seal, the inner drip seal, and a new felt. Which I think that's everything you can replace in the door. I got to put the window back in there. And I got a new door rubber for it too. I haven't installed those yet. I have to undercoat the insides of the doors after I put the before I put the glass in. Actually, got the one seat recovered here. Got to do the other one. Got some carpet under the seat. Got to cut the bag out of there and finish doing the carpet for the floor in here. Got the shifter adjusted where it works good now, and went to drive it. I thought I did everything on the front end, but I'm gonna have to go get a front end part. The drag link's bad on it, so that's a common part that goes bad on these. I'm gonna pick one of those up, put a new one on, and I've got the stereo all installed in there, and all the lights are working now. Got the side lights on. Got to get this window put in and tear this door apart and put all the pieces in the door. And we still got to paint the roof. But Hans kicked me back out of the Titan. He said he wanted his truck back, so I've been carless. So I need to get this done where I can drive it. Somebody asked me about the emblem for the front. I do have one, so I need to get that put on and clean all the jams and stuff up. It's a big job. I started working on this a little bit, this convertible. Getting into this deal. This is a mess. So you can see the rust under the epoxy, and this car had been stripped a long time ago before I even got it with a grinder, so it has absolutely no factory rust protection on it at all. You can see the grinder marks there where the epoxy primer stayed in the scratch. You can see it all in the scratches, but they let the water right through the primer and right through the epoxy. This is the PPG Essentials epoxy and primer on this car. And I won't be using that again, but I'm having to strip it all back. It doesn't look like there's any under the Bondo, thank God, on this quarter, because that's a lot of body work in there. So I stripped it to the body work, and stripped it to where I stopped seeing rust underneath the epoxy. You go ahead and etch this and then reprime it with some matrix primer and try to get this thing painted Malibu blue and get this out of here. So that's what's going on, but I'm gonna have to strip all this stuff. This is the you can see the rust coming through. I'll hit it with a DA so you can see what it looks like here real quick. Let me put a piece of paper on here. Sorry for the shaky cam, guys. So this is what I'm dealing with. You can see the little rust specks up underneath the primer and epoxy. So you can see the layer of green. That's the epoxy, obviously, and then we have the primer on top, and then these pits are all rust that's under the substrate. So that's no good. I've been trying to get this thing stripped and get it in edge primer at least today, and stop the rusting process. I got that hammered down about a month ago. I don't see any rust coming through the etch primer at all. So, and that was all rusty metal. So got the apron for the bus. Gonna do some carbon fiber on this, so I get you guys set up in there. This is another rusty piece that was at the bottom of the sea. So I used some metal, PPG metal conditioner on this last night, and then re-80 gridded it this morning, and I'm still getting rust coming off of this. So this is gonna get wiped down and etch primed and do the best I can with it till I can find a nicer piece. But yeah, gotta have that to put the bumper on and seal the engine compartment. Got the big block sitting here. Haven't done a whole lot with it. Got it moved over a little closer and Got the 82 crank in the stand there to build the 110. Gonna get back on that and try to get all these pieces and parts put together, or sell it, you know, use it or get rid of it. So here's the Nova. Got some new front runners on there, new tires, holding air. Got the brake rotors installed on there. It's a roller. I got the back tire to put on the back, got it resealed. Here's my other seat here. Had to get this bottom cushion put on there. I got the top on, and yeah, the foam, I'm missing the hog hair off of this seat. It's completely gone, so I have to double up the foam. I glued the foam, but I can't get the foam to stick to the springs. It's pretty rusty, so I'm having a little trouble with that one, but we'll get it hammered out. And yeah, so that's what's going on with the Nova. I gotta touch up the wheel well on the other side. This one's already been bed lined in here. This is a crude mini tub from the 1970s, you know. I did that a long time ago, way before Detroit Speed. But you can get a pretty good meat under here, 13 inches. So put some big tire under here. So I had a EC1 Mercury on here, which is a pretty big tire. And probably just put like a 9-inch slick on it this time, or a cheater slick. Got to clean the rear end up. It's looking pretty crusty. That's a 430 gear in there, and it's got a spool, so definitely a posi. And I think I'm starting to babble, so I'm gonna probably let you guys go. Got this cleaned out in here a little bit. Gonna get that piece set up in here. Got the core support and the fenders dug down for the Nova. Just gotta get back in the swing. We're trying to get this bus where I can have something to drive. Here's the other tire, the other roller for the Nova. Still seems to be holding there. But anyway, that's what's going on. Thought I'd tackle this convertible. Want to get this out of here, and the only way to do that is to paint it. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to pretty much strip this whole thing again, I think. And this side doesn't seem to be rusted. Well, you can see it coming through right in here, you know, and that's going to be deep. We'll come back to at least here. It seems to have started on the top and has crawled down. So I know this is mostly Bondo on this side, so it's not going to be too much rust issue over here. But this door is going to have to be stripped, it looks like. And I don't feel anything on this quarter panel, but I'm sort of reluctant to leave it at this point. You know, I think I'm going to just go ahead and at least strip it and see what's under here. And I just want to be done with this thing. So that's the deal. Got some more rust here. You can see this thing was grindered down. The car is pretty rough. So I tried to hand this back off to the owner, but no, he wants it done. You know, he thinks it's a charm. And said these are rusty, so you know, to find one that's not completely a rot box, it's a good thing. I guess he's got 3 of them, and you know, he's got some windshield frame issues on one of them, and got some other rust issues that are structural, and this car structurally is pretty decent. So you got to put pans in it, of course, that's a given. But the rockers and the frame is pretty decent down there. There's some rot back there that I got to fix, and some rot by the pedal. But yeah, so that's what's happening here. Still got the Camaro sitting over there. Sort of just haven't been messing with that. I did get it to, you know, where it fires up and runs for 5 seconds and shuts off. And a couple guys told me it could be the ignition module is what that sounds like. Could even be a computer issue. I don't know. The ignition module is 90 bucks. Don't really know. There's a way to test that piece, you know, to see if it's working right or not. But apparently that controls the injector pulse and the OptiSpark wire, and it still has fuel pressure when it shuts off. So it's not the pump. It's the injectors are shutting down in the ignition system more than likely after the 5-second run cycle. So somebody told me that the ignition module's bypassed for 5 seconds on startup, so that's looking to be suspect. I don't know. There's Mama. selling her coupons. Cindy.
No, I'm going to get free stuff today.
You're gonna go?
I'm looking for markers and soft pretzels.
Soft pretzels.
Yeah, like those bag ones you guys been eating.
Yeah.
And some rice things and some popsicles.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take Haley a book. I'm going to pick that lawnmower up. I'm going to get your drag link. I'll be gone a while.
Okay, baby, have fun.
Bye.
Han's coming home, right?
Hans is coming home. And Molly's getting on the bus. I'll be back with her. If for some reason I'm running late, Hans is home. You can go get her at the bus.
All right, I'll go get her if I got a car. Just call me.
Bye.
Bye, I love you. Anyway, that's what's happening here. Not a whole lot. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys this. I'm not real proficient at these MSD distributors. Haven't used a whole lot of them. Have built quite a bit of small blocks and big blocks, and never seen the distributor gear installed that way. It seems to be upside down to me. I don't know if you turn that upside down, if you got a big block and you want to use this distributor and a big block instead of a small block, if that's MSD's cure for you know, where the distributor can be used in both. Seems like the collar used to be adjustable, but this one's not. It's fixed. But I'm not sure if that gear's right. And this thing did toast all the main bearings on the first burnout, so don't even know if it had oil pressure. I would imagine they had an oil pressure gauge in the car, but I'm just assuming that. And I do have a drive rod here that does seem to fit into the bottom of that gear that way. I've just never seen one installed with the gear down. Usually the gear's up here and you have this section pointing towards the oil pump. But this could be you know, the big block arrangement, and if you're running a small block you turn the gear around the other way. I don't know. Have you guys seen anything like that or know anything about that? Let me know. I need to turn that around if I want to use this distributor or not. It's that's what it is. Pro billet distributor. There's the part number 83. I can't see it, so I'm not even going to try to say it, but you can freeze frame it. Looks like 60. B360. So if something looks funny to you guys, let me know about that. I need to investigate that. I do have the cam that came out of that motor in the cabinet there. Not using it. And didn't see any unusual wear on the gear. So yeah, that's what's happening. I'm gonna shut this off. I'm babbling. It's definitely not a great day today. Sort of cloudy. But I did want to mention the UDizzy deal. UDizzy put a link on my last video that I put up. They have a fundraiser for his son's family to help cover some of the expenses that they're running into. And if you guys could afford to donate $1, $2, $10, whatever you can afford, if you can go to that link and you know, put a little cash in there, it'd be greatly appreciated. I thought about painting some hubcaps or something and raffling those off in you know, UDizzy's behalf. I don't have a lot of stuff for sale, so that's one thing that I can do. I can paint a couple hubcaps and you know, donate those, and maybe you guys can you know, get something for your donation if you know, if that would help. But anyway, I don't know how to add that link, but I'm going to leave that video up. I was going to take that video down, but I'm going to leave it up. And UDizzy himself put the link up, and then I saw where a couple other guys had made videos for UDizzy, and apparently there's a UFund site, UFundMe or whatever it is .com. I'm not really sure of that link. I do know that he did put a link on my page, and that money will go right to UDizzy's family. So you guys, thanks for supporting UDizzy. You know, it's important for us to stick together when stuff like this happens. And I know this isn't the best time of year for a lot of people, and I'm one of those people. So like I said, what I could do is maybe paint some hubcaps and stuff and donate those, and maybe somebody could do a raffle, and maybe I got some a go-kart or a mini bike or something like that I can scrape up and maybe put that up for raffle too, since a lot of you Dizzy's subscribers are into that kind of thing. So I've got a bunch of old go-kart stuff that we used to race, and just it's laying around. I could throw a motor together or something and put that up, but just throwing some ideas around. You guys have anything creative, feel free to leave a comment below there, and you know, like I said, the link's on the last video, so go check that out. And yeah, it's a bummer, dude, real bummer. So it's affected the mood in my shop for the last couple days, I know, and I'm trying to just push the record button and you know, help the way I can. But anyway, we'll make a little carbon fiber video in here later, and that's what I'm going to do on that rear piece. It's always the best if it's rough, carbon fiber it, you know. Carbon fiber looks sort of rough, so makes it look even more natural. There's the front bumper on there. It's carbon fiber. I didn't repaint those because Hans is really getting aggravated with me. I was driving the Titan and he's without a car, so he's went to his mom and went over my head last night and got his car back. So I need to get this done where I can at least drive it today. That's why I sent Andrea for the suspension part there, and I can drive it with no carpet and stuff as I'm doing this stuff, and put some miles on it, see how she's doing. Here's my door seals there. I got some cheap ones. Hopefully they halfway fit. I don't know. There's the speakers. Got one piece of paneling back here cut but not installed. Came out too tall for some reason, so I have to trim that up. And I got to make a piece for that door over there and the two pieces for the back, and still have to do some sort of a headliner. So for right now, I'm going to glue that insulation back up in there and think about the headliner. I've seen a couple on YouTube out of paneling that don't look too bad, and that might be an option for me because I'm sort of on a low budget here. But anyway, I'm going to stuff some insulation in the door and behind this paneling here to try to give it a little bit of you know, warmth in there. It still does have the factory heater tube underneath the bus, so oh, somebody wanted to see underneath this bus. I'm gonna crawl down on the ground for you the best I can. It's got a lot of cobwebs, guys. Gotta clean these all up because it's just been sitting for so long. But yeah, there's not a lot of rust on this bus. None of these outer riggers are rotten. We wanted to see up in there. It's got a couple spots like this in the floor where the seat used to bolt in, but nothing real major. I didn't really do anything to it, just undercoated it up. Some Black Widow webs, we'll have to get rid of those. But the rocker's all intact on both sides. All the outriggers are good. There's the tube that goes to the back to the heat, which I don't have hooked up. I'm not a heat guy, so I might hook one up before I take my road trip, if I do take a road trip in this, if it doesn't sell first. And there's the tranny, the new axles, the rebuilt motor, all new shocks, new brakes, new brake lines, wheel cylinders, brake shoes, you name it. It's been replaced. So, new shifter now. And yeah, new generator. Somebody wanted to see the motor again. So, I just briefly showed it before. It's 1600 single port. It's got a new fuel pump, new 09 distributor, new carburetor. That's doesn't look brand new anymore, but it is brand new. Hadn't been on the road yet. New exhaust, new balancer, a little rusty, but a little paint that'll clean up. We'll get this detailed up here once we get it running and driving it on the road after we put this piece in and install our seal. But yeah, the motor's been rebuilt. It's a new case. New cylinder heads, new piston cylinders, fuel pump's new, the generator's new, the coil's new. So I tried to replace everything on this thing, not just just paint it. It's got new lights all the way around, brand new wheels, brand new tires, pretty much anything you can bolt on it. The mirrors are all new, the seat covers, of course, the carpet will be new. And the shifter's new. Still got the taggy on it there. So And trust me, all that stuff adds up. It seriously does. So this hadn't been a cheap one to build. All the headlights are new, the turn signal lenses are new, all the rubbers are new, all these back glass, front glass, side glass, door rubbers. The only thing that didn't get new seals were these jalousie windows, and they were in pretty good shape, so I don't think we'll have a leak issue. All right, this video is way long now. I'll go and shut her down, get back to it, take a little break. I'm feeling a little peaked, got a little sunburnt. It was a little hot yesterday, a little burnt, just a little bit, but I think I'll recover. I don't know though, I'm feeling a little peaked right now. But anyway, guys, try to make the best of the day. Push the record button, and thanks again for looking out for you, Dizzy.